guys, Mark here from Harris Outdoors. I know it's been a while, but I'd like to do a little video today on a demonstration on this Backwoods cook set that I've been making. And I've also been producing some fix and wax that I would like to show today too. So I'm gonna get this fire started and cook up a little breakfast with this thing, so stay with me. All right guys, so this is the Backwoods fix and wax. Backwoods is just kind of what I'm going with for all my products that I'm making. They're going to be Backwoodsgoods. I've got this in a 3-ounce screwable top lid. The top comes off and it's sealed in wax paper. That way it can be removable and you can use it on your canvas and leather goods to be able to rub it on easily. It's made with all natural, all organic materials. That way it can be used for cooking. And if you know anything about fix and wax, this stuff is good for everything. You can use it for chapped hands, chapped lips. You can use it for conditioning and waterproofing leather and canvas. You can use this stuff for putting on your bowstring, just to give it a little friction. Really good stuff. You can drop a wick in this and make a candle out of it. 1,000,001 uses. So I thought it was important to have this on my website. Right now I'm building a website. It's not ready yet, but you can find this right now on Harris Outdoors Facebook page and group. Just message me. It's going for $7 a 10 and I'll get one sent to you. So I appreciate it. Okay, so another good use for this stuff is it makes a great fire extender. I'm gonna take and put a little bit of this jute twine I've kind of tore up a little bit, but you can use this on any kind of cotton material or really anything you want to use as a as like a flash tinder or whatever. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, open that up. I'm just going to take my thumb and dig into it and get a little bit on my fingernail. Just like that. And I'm just going to take and put that into there and just kind of smear it all into it. And that's going to make this jute twine burn for a little longer, help me get a fire started since it's been kind of wet out here. So I'm just going to stick that right here. Okay, now that I've got the jute twine with the Backwoods fix and wax in it, I'm just going to take my ferro rod and my knife. And you know the drill. And just like that, we've got a fire going. And like I said, with that fix and wax in there, that's going to act as kind of like a candle, and it'll allow it to burn for quite a bit longer in order to get these smaller sticks onto the fire. And I'm just gonna throw a little bit down right here and lean this up, kind of let them dry out a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about this thing for a second. Right now I just have it rolled up in a shamandana made by Jay from Opossum Pouch Soft Goods. And what this thing consists of is your ground stake, a pan holder, and this one's not exactly round. This was the first one that I ever made, and this is mine. It's just kind of sentimental. The ones that you would get now are perfectly round. I've gotten a lot better. But this is the first one. It's the pan holder and then the pot hook. I've had questions about this from people concerned about the product that Self-Reliance Outfitters makes. I did talk to Dave Canterbury and I got the okay from him to do this. He told me he didn't have a problem with it at all. He doesn't make one exactly like this. He makes a bedroll cook set. They're slightly different, and he did make these back a long time ago and said he couldn't keep up with them, so he stopped making them. So I did get the okay from Dave Canterbury to do this for anybody who was concerned. But the way this works is basically, so your ground bar It goes in the ground like so. Hope you can see all this. Your pan holder slides down over the top. And your pot hook goes on top of that. And basically it just makes it where you can pivot everything over the fire to cook on. And this thing's made to hold more of a light frying pan. This thing's not meant for cast iron, just so everybody's aware of that. I've had some people ask me about that, and it's just not what it's for. This is a cold handle frying pan. It's an antique. I got it in an antique store for like $5. Any kind of backpacking frying pan would work fine for it. Something that's just lightweight. And then you can put any kind of pot on it. I typically use the SRO, you know, the fish hook with the cook pot and water bottle, but you can use the Moore's pot. You can use the Zebra Billy pot, or the SRO cook pot. So I'm gonna get this going. Okay, hope you guys can see this. I know I've got a lot of shadows. The sun's really not at the right angle out here. I was in the other direction. The smoke was just hitting me right in the face. Let's see if I can get this figured out. Yeah, maybe it looks better right there. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the fix-n-wax. Just going to get a little bit on a spoon. I'm going to throw that in the bottom of this skillet and get that over the fire, start melting down, coat the pan. Now, I raise chickens and they lay eggs every day for me, but I just thought this was kind of crazy. This is a standard egg that they normally lay. And then I got this one the other day, same chicken. Is that not crazy? I mean, look at the difference in that. So I'm excited to open this up, hoping it's a double yolk. So we'll find out. All right, all that's melted down. Like I said, this is all organic, so completely fine to use. That's actually getting a little too warm. All right, I'm gonna let that fire die down just a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get some coffee started. Maybe a little more. Get the water going. Go ahead and get my egg cracked here. See if you can see this. This is the big egg. And it is a double yolk, and I busted it. Man, it was a double yolk egg. Unreal. Okay, let that sit up there and get going. All right, let that cook for a bit, let that water start to boil. I'll get back to you in just a second. Everything's cooking right along. I will say this pan is leaning a little bit, and that's because I do put the pan holder kind of up at an angle in case you do have a heavier pan. It'll weigh it down, but that can be adjusted with the ground bar and how you set it in the ground. I just threw it in there. I was just trying to do a video. You all know how hard it is to do a video and film all this and try to get something right at the same time. So give me a little slack, but it works really well. I mean, you can see I've got my coffee going here, eggs going on the same deal. You know, it's just a handy tool to have. I do want to incorporate kind of like a handle to raise these up and down, just an extra piece to go along with this. And I've also thought about making an extension for the ground bar that can be extra if you want it. I'm also working on pouches for this right now. They're in the works, being sent to me. Once I see them and decide what I want to do, what I like, they're going to be canvas pouches with leather flaps, or at least that's what I've talked about. And they should be coming along within the next few months or so, maybe sooner. As soon as they're out, I'll let you know. But yeah, this is the Backwoods Cookset, and I really do believe it's a great product. It's sturdy, it's bomb proof. It's made out of 3/8 steel, and the ground bar is 24 inches long. The pot support is 15 inches long, and the pot hook is 12 inches long, I believe, are all the dimensions. So like I said, I'm new to all this. I would love the support from anybody. If you would like anything different, any kind of different camp implements, fire irons, any of that, I'm willing to do anything. So all you got to do is message me, hit me up with what your idea is, and I would be more than willing to give it a shot. So like I said, you can find all this Harris Outdoors Facebook page, Facebook group. You can hit me up on YouTube, message me there, or you can message me at my email. It's mark.harris0304@yahoo.com, and I'm always looking, so I will get back to you ASAP. What's nice about this little setup is this can be moved, swiveled on and off the fire. You know, it can also be raised and lowered. You know, if your fire dies down a little bit, look at those eggs, man, they're looking good. I love sunny side up. It can be raised and lowered. If your fire dies down, you can lower it down to get a little closer. And I have nothing but good things to say about this, and I'm partial, I know, but it really is a good product. I'd also like to note that this is a steel frying pan. It's not cast iron. It has been seasoned, but I want you to look at how those eggs, I mean, slide around with that Backwoods fix-n-wax in there. I mean, you talking about, that's great. So the stuff really works. All right, guys, so that's going to be pretty much it for this video today. I just wanted to get this thing out here and get it on film and let you guys see it in action. I know you've seen me post it a lot on my group and on my page, but I haven't posted it yet on YouTube. So I wanted to get out here and do this today. I'm going to go ahead and let you know these kits are $50 a piece plus shipping, and I wish I can get them down a little bit more than that. I know SRO's kits are going for a little less than that, but I'm not the company they are, and I'm one man hand forging these things out. Everyone is handmade by me. And I'm literally hammer to anvil getting this stuff done. So between the material list and my time doing it, it's just what I gotta have, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to get these things down a little bit more. As I said, the fix and waxes are $7 a piece, and I'll see how they go. I may be able to get these down a little bit more in the future, I hope. And I've also got other things in the works. Like I said, I have the Backwoods Cookset holder, the case for it, is going to be done in leather and canvas, mostly canvas with leather flaps, and they'll have the Harris Outdoors logo on it. I also have, for anybody who's interested, these pouches. I make these pouches for the Emberlit and Lexada style stoves. It's a top grain leather, and they hold these folding stoves basically, and it just gives you a nice little leather case to put them in, besides the one it comes with, which is just a little chintzy nylon style bag. But I make these myself. If you're interested in these, I'll have to look back and see what I'm charging for them. I'll let you know in the description box below. But if you're interested in those, let me know as well. I'm gonna have some other things that I'm gonna be doing: camp forks, blanket pins, some other odds and ends. So I feel like it's gonna be a big year for Harris Outdoors, or I hope it is. And with the support from you guys, I feel like that nothing's gonna be able to stop us. So I appreciate you guys for coming along on the video with me today, checking out this thing. And once again, I appreciate everybody's support. Y'all have a good one.